My name's Matt and I'm currently at Taroko National Park in Taiwan. On this expedition we are ditching the pricey registered tours in favour of exploring Taroko Gorge independently, uncovering the scenic marvels that is without breaking the bank. Join me on this epic 2-day journey into the heart of Taroko National Park. But before we get to the beautiful scenery, let's go back to the start. It is 6:45 in the morning. Today is Saturday and I am making my way to the bus to the Taroko Gorge. Now, from all reports, there's next to no food in the area, so I'm making a quick stop at the Family Mart to pick up some lunch and maybe a few snacks for the day. And then I'm gonna make my way to the Hualien train station to see if I can catch the first shuttle bus of the day. There's only roughly 10 that operate throughout the day, so I could go later, but I feel like I'm already up. If I catch the first one, then I've got maximum time. So yeah, let's go grab some food and then head to the bus. Coffee, teriyaki sandwich, club sandwich, banana, and a bottle of water for 175 new Taipei dollars. Now, finding the most accurate and up-to-date information about this shuttle bus, I've found a little bit challenging. Like, heaps of blog posts online that say slightly different things. The website is not in English, and the owner of the hostel has given me, again, slightly conflicting information. So what I think can happen is I just rock up to the train station and there's a bus stop there. And at that bus stop, I can get a day pass, which means I can use the shuttle bus all day, unlimited, for 250 new Taiwan dollars, or I can get a 2-day pass for 400. I'm gonna go for the 2-day pass. I've made sure I've got 400 exact. It's just a matter of whether or not the ticket booth is open at this hour. I'm gonna be extremely frustrated if it's not and I can't catch this first bus after making the effort to wake up early. Okay, I have arrived at the train station. It is 7:17 and the bus leaves at 7:40. I have a short amount of time to work out where the hell the bus stop is and where to get a ticket from is. So far, zero signage. I'm just gonna go straight up to the information counter. I see signs for tickets this way, but I feel like that's train tickets. Rejected. Definitely not the right spot. This is the train station. I have to go to the bus station. That's the bus station. So while we're walking, if you're new here, what the plan is I've come to Hualien for 3 nights, so that gives me 2 full days to explore the Taroko Gorge. I'm doing it entirely solo without a registered tour because the registered tours all cost over 3,000 new Taipei dollars, which is about 150 Australian dollars. And as a budget traveler, it's just too much for me. I feel like I can do it a lot cheaper. So currently the tally is 175 for breakfast and lunch on day 1. Now we're gonna get the bus tickets. Let's see if we can stay under 3,000. That's the goal. This feels right. Okay, that's very annoying. I couldn't get a 2-day pass from the main bus station because it's not cost effective or they just don't offer it. The discussion was a Google Translate one. Apparently what I'm gonna do is catch the 3:10 bus to Taroko National Park for 89 new Taiwan dollars, which I give to the driver. And he has no change. Then I have to get off, go to the Tourist Information Center and pay them for a pass, which I can then use for both days and access all the other areas of the park. And it's a different bus, it's number 302. I'm super confused, it's early morning, but I'm working it out. Honestly, the whole process just seems messy to me. Like, this is the main hub where people stay, this is the main bus station, so why wouldn't you just have a pass that you can buy from here? Small window. I have the exact amount of money needed so I can get rid of some change. It's really weighing me down. I think the most frustrating part about it is that we get off the bus at Taroko Visitor Center at 9:47 and the next bus is until 10:47, so we lose a whole hour sorting out this day pass. Why wouldn't you just sell them at the main bus station? Oh well, at least we're underway. Alright, so I made it to the Taroko Visitor Center. There's not much happening here. Let's see what the visitor center has to say here. The national park looks bloody beautiful. Okay, gonna make one more attempt to get a bus ticket from the visitor center. It's after 8:30 now. They should be open. If the plan fails and I can't get a bus ticket, I'm gonna have some breakfast, and the next bus is at 9:10. So if I can't get a ticket, I'm gonna try and sneak onto that bus. And if I can get all the way out to Xiangxian on the bus, great. If I get stuck there, not great. But I haven't hitchhiked on this trip yet, so maybe today's the day. Fingers crossed we can get a bus ticket. If not, I'm getting out there to Xiangxian, no matter what. So watch me. Okay, the lady in there was actually really helpful. Surprise, surprise, I was meant to buy a bus ticket at the bus station in Huilien, but I don't know what went wrong there. Anyway, free bus from Huilien to get here, number 310. Now, number 310, this pamphlet, no longer goes into the national park. So I do have to change to bus 302, which operates off a different schedule. I got a picture of it from in there. I can ask the bus driver for a 1-day pass or a 2-day pass. The lady didn't seem too confident on that. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure how it's gonna go, but apparently a 1-day pass should cost me 150. So I'm assuming a 2-day pass will be no more than 300. So I'm just gonna get cash ready and try and get on the bus. Wish me luck again. Okay, so I'm on bus 302. Got my day pass, I think. It says 150 here, but the driver just charged me 50, so I'm not sure if I just bought like a one-way ticket to the next bus stop or if it's an actual day pass, but we're heading towards the destination. We've made it to the first stop, the Tunnel of 9 Turns. We are on an absolute tight schedule here. The reason for that is, as you can see here, gates to close the track. This is a very active area, lots of landslides, lots of typhoons, lots of earthquakes. So the formation of the trails and the area is constantly changing. So there was a big landslide that had to be cleared because of a typhoon. So we just had to sit on the bus for like an hour. Not that the typhoon happened today, it happened a week ago, but the point is that when you're planning your trip here, expect things to not go to plan, because it's just the way that it works here. So if I was to book a tour, they would know all the ins and outs and it would be very smooth sailing. But so far I've only spent 225 Taipei dollars and the inconvenience hasn't been that bad. Yeah, excited to be here on trail number 1, a half-hour round trip, and then I'll try and catch the bus to the next place. But wow, take a look at this. Absolutely stunning. It's just breathtaking, literally. Look at these sheer cliff faces. I feel like this is somewhere James Bond would drive, you know, in one of those real old classic convertible cars, just zooming through the 9 turns. Oh, very happy and very lucky to be here. What a place, what a cool place in the world. Road closed. Look at all the rock damage. Well, you can't really see it, but there's heaps of scattered rocks there. Obviously from some sort of weather event. A lot of hikes in the Taroko National Park require you to wear a helmet. So do some research before you decide which trails you want to do. That's the end of the road. I think we made it on time. Now we've just got to rush back and try and catch the next shuttle bus that will take us to our next destination, which will be a bigger hike. Timing is everything. I've got to catch this next bus to the end of the line, Shenzhen, do a 2-hour hike, and then there's a 125 going back the other way. If I miss that bus, I've got to stand around and wait until 4 o'clock. Do not want to do that. But if I was to do that, it's not the worst place in the world to be stranded for a few hours. Alright, one more thing. Due to time constraints, this isn't going to be a really well-polished vlog, more of a run and gun style, so let's use it as an experiment. Let me know in the comments if you like this style or not. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. It is 11:30 and I wanted to start the 2-hour hike now so that I can make the 1:30 bus back to town, but I've been waiting for 45 minutes for the bus to take me from the first trail to the next. What the schedule says, it should have been here like half an hour ago. Starting to get a little bit frustrated, but trying to keep it positive in a great space. Finally, after an hour and 10 minutes, the bus arrives. Either the 10:30 didn't run or got stuck in traffic, I don't know. Either way, I think the schedule's out the window here. I'm just going to do the hike and hope for the best. If I have to hitchhike back, I have to hitchhike back, so there. We're on. So this is Tianqian. Very cool spot, but we're in a hurry. I have to walk 700 meters to the trailhead. I've spoke to the visitor center. They say from here it should take 3 hours, an hour and a half there and then an hour and a half back. So that means there's only 2 buses that I can catch after it. Don't want to miss them and be stuck, so we're on the trot. Baboons. Baiyang Trail, 700 meters. I think this is one of those treks where you're meant to have a helmet. Hope the old chili hat can do the trick. Feeling good though. Good to keep the fitness up after Annapurna Base Camp. I've got big plans for hiking on this trip. And mountain climbing, just you wait and see. Almost walked past it. This is the entrance. 2.1 k's to the water curtain cave. Ooh. This is a bit spooky. Took 10 minutes from the bus stop to walk to the entrance. Then the entrance is this really long cave. You can only just see the dot at the end of it. What a way to start. I'm free. Whew. Cool intro, bro. What a start to a trek. 350 meter cave. I'm in cave number 2, a much shorter one, almost at the end of it. I think I'm a sneaky chance to make that 125 bus. So I'm kind of pushing it, really running and gunning, doing my best to take it in. I really don't want to be stuck here waiting for a 4 o'clock bus. You know, 1.6 k's in now, it's just gone past 12:20, 500 meters to go. I think I'm a chance. I think this is cave number 5, but who knows, this one only real short. Cave numero 6. Looks like everyone's kitting up here. I better follow suit. All right, let's get in there. It's very wet. Made it to the end. Now time to make the mad dash back to the bus. Very wet in here. Took 45 minutes to get all the way through to the end of the water closet cave. Let's try and get back in 35 minutes. The view's even better on the way back. Made it back to the first cave, about 1 kilometer to go. Oh, made it back to the bus stop with 10 minutes to spare. Should have seen the face on the guy at the tourism visitor centre when I walked past him. I did it in half the time. So yeah, great hike. Probably only allocate maximum 2 hours for it from the Tourist Information Center. Like, I could have taken my time and taken a few more photos than that, but rushing as I was, I still feel like I took in a lot of it and saw everything anyway. So yeah, 2 hours maximum. Now it's time to head home for the day. Surprisingly right on time. See you tomorrow. Morning team, it is day 2. I slept like shit last night. Making my way back to Taroko Gorge National Park to do one hike today, a big hike. Hopefully the weather stays good. This is where I've stayed. Lovely being in hostel. I put a link in the description. Real cozy hostel. Basic room, comfy bed, nice doona, and a real simple common area, but for the price, I think it was 13 Australian dollars a night. Really comfortable and really good access to the bus stop, so you can't really go wrong. I am planning to catch the 8:30 bus today to the Taroko Gorge Visitor Information Center, and from there I can do the hike, so I don't need to buy the day pass. I've just got a 4-kilometer hike today. Just want to smash that out and then be back in early afternoon. Take no chances, have a great time. But right now, heading to the Family Mart. You know what it is, time to stock up on the day's breakfast and lunch. Jeez, the sandwich section has been pillaged. I got 2 options. Looks like it is egg salad, gross, and New Orleans grilled chicken. So we've got our 2 sandwiches today. Purple sweet potato taro bread, just to snack on. Twix, switching to George's iced latte today. Hopefully that's a bit better. Groceries were a little bit more expensive today, 249 new Taiwan dollars, but still cheap in the grand scheme of things. I think that equates to about $12.50 Australian, and that gives me breakfast and lunch plus a few snacks, so happy with that. Another thing, yesterday the only bus ticket I paid for was the 50 new Taiwan dollar all-day pass for the shuttle after Taroko Gorge Visitor Information Center, so that was cheap as. Hopefully today I can do something similar, because I don't need that shuttle pass, I just need to get to the Visitor Information Center, so hopefully I don't have to buy 2 bus tickets. Then that would make this trip well and truly cheaper than doing a registered tour. Back at the bus station, time for round 2 of how to get a bus ticket to Taroko Gorge Visitor Information Center. Same information as yesterday, which is great for consistency. Apparently I just have to pay the driver 79 new Taiwan dollars one way and then coming back the other way. But that was the same yesterday, and for some reason, like when the bus arrived, the lady just ushered us all on without paying, so fingers crossed that happens again. But if not, 79 one way, that's nothing. I have well and truly done this cheaper than if I was to do a one-day tour. I'll put a cost breakdown at the end. So the 8:30 bus is a lot more busy than the earlier ones. Check the line. And this is still 10 minutes before the bus actually arrives. One thing, because the roads are windy, there's no standing room, so if you miss this bus, you've got to find another option. Either wait for the next one or catch a taxi or hire a private vehicle, so just be wary of that. We're rolling, made it on the bus, had to pay 79 new Taiwan dollars on the way to the Taroko Gorge Visitor Information Center. Then got a 4-kilometer hike, and then we're done for the day. Great to be back in Taroko Gorge National Park. Making my way to the trailhead. Today I'm doing the Shakadang Trail, which is roughly 4 kilometers. It's a loop, should take me about 2 hours, but there's 2 bus stops that you can get off at. You can get off at Taroko and have a look at the water and the cliffs and the entrance bridge, and then walk along the road to the start of the trail, or you can get dropped off here at the visitor center, and then, you know, it's a short walk to the trailhead. But if you do get dropped off here, all you do is to just come out and then follow the road around to the right for a few hundred meters. My hamstrings are a little bit tight from yesterday. Oh wait. Here's the entrance, Shakadang Trail. What a way to start the day. Seems legit. Not the most comfortable suspension bridge. These guys need to learn from the Nepalis. I feel very isolated this morning. Haven't seen another soul on this trek so far. This is new for me. Usually I've got either Jamie Lee with me or, you know, I'm with a group. Trekking by myself in foreign land, that's something I haven't really done much of. So it's nice to be leveling up my adventure game. Ting! Not every day you see water this blue. Mate, if this is just the trailhead, we are in for an absolute treat. It is stunning here. This trek just keeps getting better and better. And look at these cliffs coming through. This trail so far blows yesterday's out of the water. This is amazing. Just hiking along this carved out walking track, along this absolutely gorgeous blue river, in between these massive rock faces. So it looks like I'm strolling through a little village here. I think this is about halfway on the loop. I think it's to support the indigenous group around here, but don't quote me on that. I just saw a sign that this is a natural wilderness area for the next 1.5 kilometers. Beware of bees and beware of snakes. Might have to karate chop a snake, who knows? I think this spot really sums up the beauty of the trail. Lovely walking path, beautiful blue river, and now a stunning waterfall. Love it. Okay, while I am having a great time on this trail, I have noticed something that's making me a little uneasy. Every post I saw online said that Shakadang Trail is a 4-kilometer loop. Now, in my mind, a loop is a circle. You start here and it is 4 kilometers around until you get back. I've been going for over 3 kilometers plus the kilometer walk I had to the trailhead, and I don't think I've turned around yet. So I'm starting to get a little bit concerned that perhaps it's a point-to-point 4-kilometer walk and I've got to walk all the way back. Okay, officially 4Ks in and nowhere near the visitor information center. I guess I'm just gonna keep trekking. Eventually I'll either come to the end of the trail, which might be a bus stop, or maybe it loops back around and it's like an 8K walk, ready for whatever gets thrown at me. This is very annoying. Shakadang Trail end. Return via the same route, 4.1 kilometers. That means that the journey itself, it's not a 4.1 kilometer loop, it's an 8.2 kilometer point-to-point trail. At least the walk is absolutely stunning. And like I said, feeling good, feeling strong. Got food, got water. It's not the end of the world and it's early enough, so I should make it back before lunchtime. So since the scenery is going to be exactly the same on the way back, I might recap the video here. I have loved coming to the Taroko Gorge National Park in Taiwan. I'm so glad I made the choice to come to not only Taiwan in general, but more specifically come to this gorge. I've never seen anything like it and I'm so happy I did. Now, budget-wise, most quotes I saw for full day tour packages of the gorge were roughly 3,250 new Taiwan dollars, which equates to about 150 to 160 Australian dollars. For me, what I paid doing it myself, and when I say doing it myself, I mean included in this price is return train tickets from Taipei to Hualien, 3 nights at the Lovely Bean Hostel, all meals, food and beverages, and all bus tickets while inside and getting to and from the Taroko Gorge. I paid 2,650 new Taiwan dollars, which equates to about 130 Australian dollars. So considering that includes all my accommodation and all my meals, I've really saved quite a bit of money, and I've given myself the flexibility to do what I want. I guess if you're a solo traveler, I feel completely safe on these treks by myself, and if you're feeling lonely, there is plenty of people to speak to along the way. I met people on the bus rides yesterday, in the caves, walked with some for a while. Yeah, so you won't be lonely, you'll make friends. Final verdict, DIY, do it yourself, don't go with a tour. Save the money, just make sure that you add Taroko Gorge National Park to your travel bucket list. So a summary of the trails that we've done. We did the Tunnel of 9 Turns first up yesterday, and then the Baiyang Trail, and today we've done the Shakadang Trail. When I was planning my trip to Taroko Gorge, I didn't find it that easy. There was so much information out there, but each piece of information was like contradicting another, and my head was just spinning trying to work out what to do. It's mostly in part due to, like I said yesterday, the dynamic nature of the place we're in, where the weather and natural disasters are constantly changing the landscape. So what has been the experience for one blog post maybe 6 months ago isn't the same for the next blog post that has come 3 months later. So what I'm going to do is put together a blog post for you that is time and landscape and natural disaster proof, and no BS guide, a step-by-step guide on how to visit Taroko Gorge National Park and follow a similar style of trip that I have followed. So check the description for a link to that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate each and every member of my adventure tribe. By subscribing to this channel, you're helping me do what I love, and that's help you travel the world. So please do subscribe, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I've got nothing but time for all of my subscribers. Until next time, have a great day.